Hey everyone, it's Amanda and Monica our Lumi, and we are here today with our latest design called Pirouette. Here are two different variations on it. This is our blinged version, and this is the color scheme that we will be doing today. We will not be doing the bling, but this is the color scheme that we will be doing. And this is another variation on it. Now, the difference between these two, other than just the bling, is the fact that this one in the middle has only one band that's getting crisscrossed, and this one has two bands that have been tied together and have a bead in the middle and are crisscrossed. On the example that was posted on Instagram, you can see where the two bands are. So that is a variation on this bracelet. You could either use the one band technique or the two band technique. It is all up to you depending on how loose you want your little laces. That's why we decided to call this Pirouette, because we thought it looked like a ballerina's ribbon laces on her shoes. So that's all up to you if you would like to do the one or the two bands. Today in the tutorial we will be doing one band, but I will show you how you can do the two bands. So here's the bling. You know we love our bling. And here is the other one. In this one we use the carnival bands, the 600 pack blue, green, and pink sweets, and then the 600 pack of the blue and pink dual layer. And here's the back if you do the one, and here's the back if you do the two. It's a little messy, but it's because you have so much more band going on. So we will be doing these color schemes today, and I will let you know that this is a bracelet that requires quality bands. This is kind of like, now we're not saying it is, but it's kind of like the snake belly, where it's so tight that you need really good quality stretchy bands. So keep that in mind when you start this bracelet. We will be using 4 different colors today, and you will need 15 pin bars. We will be setting them up in a 5-bar setup, but you will need 3 loom links to make an average wrist size. This was 3 loom links, and it shrunk down that much to an average wrist size. So for me, I would probably need 4 loom links. So this is how your loom needs to look. You're going to have one, the first pin is going to be up. The next 3 are all going to be the same. And then the last one is going to be up. So you should have 2 up on each end, and the 3 in the middle are the same. Now the colors we are using today are all from rainbowloom.com, and we are using the silicone silver. We're using the 600 pack pink pearl lemonade. We're using the 600 pack mother of pearl, and we are using the light pink from the skin tone pack. We just think this makes such a delicate ballet-inspired look. And we are going to be using a large C-clip because we will be using a lot of bands to close it. We'll be using 2 bands to close it on each end. And this is one of the new colored C-clips that you can get on rainbowloom.com. Alright, so go get your bands and your loom set up and come right back. Alright, so we are going to start with setting 2 mother of pearls and just laying them on this middle pin. Now we're going to do a small perimeter just right here, not all the way up the loom. So we're going to go one band from here to here, push it down, and one band from here to here. Then we will have one band from there and one band there. Now we're going to have 3 vertical bands that are perpendicular to these. So there's going to be one here, one here, and one here. Now we can get started with the other colors and the sides. Alright, now we are going to do these side bands on here, and it all depends on which one that you choose as to which one stays here on top and which one's over here on the side. Okay, this first band here is the band that's going to go over here on the side, and it's going to go like this. You're going to do this to both sides. On this side, you're going to go from the second row, or the second pin bar to the first pin bar, and this one you're going to go from the 4th pin bar to the 5th pin bar. Now you're going to choose what color you're going to start with, and we're going to be rotating from silver, mother of pearl, and the pink lemonade. We're going to start with the pink lemonade, and what you're going to do is here's the pink, the light pink that we just put on there, and you're going to go from the first bar pin up to the second. And these are the ones that you will be able to see on top of the bracelet, right here. So we are going to do that, and I'm going to stick with staying with my baby pink from the Skin Tone collection, going up these on the side. Now you can change up your colors. On this one, I changed up the colors. I did the carnival bands on this one, and I had the Sweet 600 on the inside. So it's all up to you how you want to do it. But since we just did the pink lemonade, I'm going to go ahead and get the silver and go in. And it needs to be done like this because it's a weaved like pattern. And this is what makes it so strong. So I just added the pale pink. Now I'm going to do the mother of pearl. I'm just going back and forth with the 3 colors. So I have the pink lemonade, the silver silicone, and the mother of pearl all going this way, and I have the pink from the Skin Tone, the pale pink from the Skin Tone pack going this way. I'm going to do one more section, and then I'm going to go off camera and finish. Now, like I said, this is a bracelet that is very tight, so you need quality stretchy bands. These new 600 pack bands are super stretchy and amazing. We love them. And this is one that you will need to do 15 pin bars because it shrinks down so much. 3 loom lengths. Alright, I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to finish the rest of this, the 3 loom lengths, and I will come back when I have gone all the way down. I'll show you how far it needs to go. I'll be right back. So I've gone all the way down the 3 loom lengths, and it's hanging off the edge of the table, but I have gone all the way down the 3 loom lengths, and here's the baby pink from the sweets, I mean not the sweets, from the Skin Tone, and here is the last band that's on the loom, which is the pink lemonade. And this is going down 1, 2, 3 loom lengths. Okay, so our next step is where you need to decide if you're going to have one band going diagonally in the middle, or if you're going to have the 2 bands going diagonal in the middle. So if you're going to choose to do the 2 bands, you will need to take 2 bands, and you're going to grab one end through one side, and you're going to go in through the other, and you're going to make a knot. You're going to pull it. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to start right down here at the end, and what you're going to do is you're going to put them on the loom diagonally. That's why they look kind of like lacing on the ballet slipper, the beautiful ribbon. Now that's how it will look if we were doing it with the 1 or with the 2. Now if you're doing it with 1, all you need to do is stretch 1 across through there. Okay? We are going to be doing it with 1 today. So let me take this off. And we are going to be using the light pink from the skin tone as our lace color, or our ribbon, whichever way you would like to look at the ballerina's slippers. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on these first 6 pins basically. And it doesn't matter which way you start. You can start this way or you can start this way. I'm just going to start this way. And you could also do a double one, but we're not doing that because we want it to look very elegant and like a lace or a ribbon. And we're just going all the way up the loom and just doing it like this. Now if you were doing the 2 band ones, you would do it the same way that I'm doing it. You would just put the 2 bands together like I showed, and then you would lace them on here just like I'm doing. Now if you choose to make the double laced version, I think it would look pretty neat with 2 different colors on there. So that's always an option. We may do that as an edit on one of our Instagram posts. But I'm just going all the way up the loom. I kind of have to keep moving this giant loom down. I do feel like I'm making a snake belly with the long loom. I think the snake belly is the only one that's longer loom that I have had to make like this. Now I can't reinforce how important it is to use quality bands on this, because if not, they will be snapping left and right. Because on the next part that we're doing, there's going to be a lot of stretching, even just placing them on the bands or on the pegs. So if there's stretching placing them on the pegs, you know there's going to be stretching when you start looping them. So on the interior, I'm going to be using the silver, the mother of pearl, and the pink lemonade. Now I'm not going to be going all the way to the very end, because if you go all the way to the very end, the last one's not going to catch appropriately. So this is the last place that we are going to. We're not going to keep going all the way right here, because the way we have to loop it, it won't catch right. So So let me get my loom back up. But we went all the way up the loom. So our next part is where we are getting these bands here in the middle. And on these bracelets, I staggered the look. I think on this one today, I'm just going to do it simple and do it the same colors on both sides and just keep going up. But I do want to make sure that the color is different from what's on the outside because that'll change it up just a little. So on the first one, I'm going to start with my silver. Put a few bands over here. Alright, I'm going to start with my silver and we're going to make extra large X's. Now, whichever way you start, you need to keep that the same way throughout. If you start on the left side, if you start with this one this way, going this way, you need to continuously do it the whole loom through. If you start going this way, you need to continuously do it the whole loom through. Okay, I'm going to start going this way. And you see how the X is rather large. It's not the small X's like in the double X bracelet. It's really large X's. So there's two of those. Our next color is going to be pink. And we're not going up here. We are going to, here's where we start. We're going to this next row right here. And we are going to go right on top of the half of the X. You do one side and then you do the other. Okay? And then you're going to go in the middle of that next one and do your next color, which is mother of pearl for me. Now, it was kind of hard for me to remember to keep going right in the middle and not go up all the way. See, here's the mother of pearl X, and sometimes I would accidentally start my next one up here. You don't want to do that. You want to start it right here in the middle of the last X that you made. So here's the middle of the last X. And I have the silver going on. And you're just doing this all the way up the loom. Got the pink. Ooh! It just flew. It's like, I believe I can fly. Alrighty. And then mother of pearl. Now on the other ones, I staggered the colors. If I started with pink on one side, I would start with mother of pearl on the other. Like if I started with pink over here, I'd start with mother of pearl over here. And they would be kind of staggered so that they wouldn't be the same color right next to each other. But I also love the uniformity of the colors right next to each other. Okay, I'm going to do one more row and then I'm going to go off camera and finish, and I will come back and show you how to complete it. But you're going to go all the way down those 3 loom lengths doing your big X's. So finish that up and I will finish it up off camera. Alright, so I have gone all the way down to the end of the loom to right here, and I wanted to show you how to do this last little bit because there's a little difference down here at the end. The last one that I had on there was mother of pearl, so now I have silver. Now the silver goes up to these last 3 pins here, But what you're going to do is we're going to take the pink lemonade and we're going to make 2 small X's right here. So we're going to do it just like we're doing the big X's, but we're doing a small X right here and right here. Just right over top of the silver. And now what we're going to do is we have a little bit of perimeter that we need to do. So I have mother of pearl again, since we use mother of pearl for the other end of the perimeter. I want to use mother of pearl for this part. So I have 1 band here, and then 1 band here. I'm pushing down a little bit. And then I'm going to put 1 band here and 1 band here. Pushing them down every time. Just making sure. So I have the 1 band here and the 1 band here. Now I'm going to take 2 bands because I like a nice secure closure. And I'm going to put it on there. And I'm going to double it. Maybe. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Okay, I doubled it. And now we are ready to start looming. Alright, so I have turned the 3 loom links around on my table. And what we're going to do is we're going to start looming. So I have my doubled cap band here. I'm going to pull it back and I'm going to loom out the small perimeter that I have right now. Pull the cap band back, grab the perimeter on one side and grab the perimeter on the other, and then go in and get the perimeter and get the perimeter on this side. Alright, so that should be all of the perimeter bands, and they should have all made teardrops. Now we are getting ready to go into this part of where we had the perimeter, and we are going to loom out that small X. And underneath that small X, you're still going to have a larger X that you're going to have to loom out, but it's best if you have this on there so that you can grab the other bands underneath later on. Alright, so like I said, you still have that larger X underneath here, so you need to go in and grab it and pull it back to itself. Going in, grabbing the one on top and pulling it back to itself. Going in, pulling it back, and going back to itself. Okay, this is what makes it so tight, is all of the X's that you have to make. Alright, so now we're on mother of pearl. Then you're going to have to go, and this is the hardest one to get through because it has all of those small X's in there. So pull all of those back and grab the other mother of pearl band and stretch it up. And then grab the other one. And then get this one. Now we did this one. Go to the next row. That's the good thing about this. You know that you have to go through every row to get them. You're not going to be skipping a row, and you're always getting the ones on top first. Okay, we just did this row, now it's this row. And there are going to be bands underneath, so be careful not to get those. Just get the ones of the X's. Because remember, we still have the lace or the ribbon color that's under there, and we do have the outside color still there. Alright, I'm going to do this one more time. And then I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to finish it up, because I think you may be able to get it after seeing it. If you don't, you can just rewind and make sure after you do each row you go straight to the next one, and you have to get them out of each one. There should be one on this first one, there will be 2 on this second one, and then there will be 1 on this third one. And you're just taking them back to where the other end of it is to make really long teardrops. Alright, I'm going to finish this up and I will be right back. So I went all the way down here to the very end with the large X's. Now I'm going all the way back to the beginning. And now we are going to do the laces or the ribbons portion. And what we're going to do is we are going to go in. Here's our first one on here. And what we're going to do is we're going to start on this side, and we're going to go in behind those bands on this side, and we're going to grab that band. It's the light pink bands. You're going to pull it over to the other side where the other side of the band is. Now you're going to go in behind the band that you just placed and the other bands and grab the other end of that same light pink band, making sure that you go in behind those other bands. And you're going to take the other end of that back to the pin that you just took the other end of it back over here. So you're just switching places of the end of the band. Now you would do the same thing if you had the 2 bands knotted together. It just wouldn't be as tight. So that's what it would be with the 2 bands together. So now we have this first one. Now here's our second one. Right here. Now we are going to go in behind those bands, grab the pink band, take it to the other end of the pink band, loop it on there, then go in behind that pink band and the other bands and grab the other end of that pink band and take it to where you just took the other end of it off. So that's just how you're doing every single one of these. I'll do a few more. So grab the one end, take it to the other pin, go in behind all the bands and on top of it, grab the other end and take it back. Then go back to this pin, grab the next one, take it to the next pin. Go in behind all of those. Grab the wrong one. Making sure that you grab the correct one, because I grabbed this one on accident. And grab this one and go in behind. You're going to do this all the way up the loom on every single one of these. So everyone complete that, and I'm going to do the rest off camera, and we will be right back. Here is the end where I did the last one, and here you can see all of them. It just makes for an interesting pattern of the lace. I'm trying to get to the end. Okay. So now we are going to do these outside weaves that I was talking about earlier. Okay, so we are going to start in here doing this one on both sides. And as you can see, with all this bracelet, because it shrinks so much, the loom is like bowed right now, so it's a little tipsy. All right, so I just went in behind the mother of pearl band, the perimeter part back here, and I grabbed the pink lemonade on both sides, and then I'm going to go inside this mother of pearl and grab that pink from the skin tones and pull it in. So wherever the other end of the band is where you are going to go. So that's the mother of pearl, and it goes out. So you'll go out, then in, out, in, out, in. So we just went out. Now we're going to be going in. Out, in, out, in, and you're just going to continue doing this all the way up the loom, making sure not to forget any of the bands, because if you forget one, it could be a little bit of a catastrophe. So I'm going to continue doing this, and when we come back, we will be almost finished. Alright, so I have come all the way down here to the very end, and I have, these are the last two bands that I placed, or that I loomed. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get those 3 vertical mother of pearls, 1, 2, 3, that we placed at the very beginning. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to start getting your mother of pearl perimeter. I grabbed this one and this one. Now I'm grabbing this one and this one. Alright, now you need to make sure that when you're going in all of these bands to get these 2 that you laid down at the very beginning, that you go in behind these last ones that you just loomed out, okay? The last mother of pearls. Because if you don't get those, it could have your bracelet fall apart. Okay. So just go around. I have on my hook the 2 mother of pearl bands, and I have my white C-clip from the new colored C-clips, where you can get them in the Valentine's Day pack, or you can buy them just separately. And now, as you can see, let me see if I can show you. As you can see, this is very wonky. So this is a super tight bracelet. So you need to be very, I cannot emphasize how important this is, very careful taking this off of the loom, because you will have band snapping if you just rip it off, okay? So I'm going to start on the outside 2 rows, and I'm just going to use my hook, and I'm just taking those off. And this is going to be a bracelet that you just have to have patience with, but it's going to be worth all of the effort. I'm one of those people that is obsessed with bracelets that are tight, and this is one of those bracelets. Now, if this loom comes back to hit me, you cannot laugh. Just saying. Because we're a family, and you can't laugh at me. Although family usually does laugh at each other, so maybe you should just laugh at me. Okay, so that's the first 2 outer rows done off of the loom, and I'm just getting the bottom perimeter and the cap band off. Now I'm going to go in, because it is still wonky, I'm going to go in on the 2nd and the 4th pin bar, and I'm going to get those off. Because there's a lot on those first 2. And this one is one that's going to be difficult, because this is the one that I would be the most concerned with breakage. If you were to try and just tear it off of the loom, because this is where our laces are, and this is where our really big X's are. Ugh. You can really get a workout doing this too. Could be like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I could have Arnold Schwarzenegger arms. As Bug is obsessed with the Terminator. See? It's gonna hit me. I just know it's gonna hit me. Adam's little sister, Bug, would be like, I'll be back. She's like, do you know what the Terminator is? I'm like, Bug, why do you know what the Terminator is? I'm like, it wasn't made when you were born. But she loves it. And we love Bug. And how did I get off on that tangent? Oh, this is a workout. I go from this is a workout to Arnold Schwarzenegger to Bug and Terminator. You know, that's how my mind works. Ugh. Now, after you do this, do not just pull it off, because you're still gonna need to be careful. It is literally, look, like my pins are coming off. All right, it is literally only on one peg, but you still need to be careful and help it off, because oh my goodness. I've seen sometimes it helps to go underneath. I'm sweating and losing my hook. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Ah! I am entertaining myself, you know. Okay. So excited. Okay. Let's see. This is what I'm working with here, peeps. Look at this. Look at this. Would you look at that? Just look at that. Alright. So I'm getting it off of the loom still, but being very ginger. Very gingerly. Like I said, it is a workout. We should do like sweating to the oldies. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We should get Richard Simmons on here. But me and myself would not look good in those little bitty shorts. Just saying. Not that Richard Simmons looks all that important in those shorts either. I swear I never know what I'm going to get off on talking about. I went from Arnold Schwarzenegger to Richard Simmons. What is going on with me? Ah! And then I dropped the looms. You know. Okay. So, now, this is what we have right now. So, what we're going to do is we are going to stretch it out. Stretch. I literally feel like I'm in a workout video. Stretch it out. Okay. And I'm just pulling all of those so they kind of get into position. Ugh. Okay. So, here's the back. I love the back too of the one. Now, if you do the two, it will be messy on the back. Just saying. But the one, you could probably wear it that way too. But this is the signature side. And we love it. Now, as you can see, it was kind of intense to get it off of the loom. So, just so you know, if you're going to make these, it's a little intense. Alright, this is our Pirouette Bracelet. I hope you enjoyed this. If you didn't enjoy the tutorial, you can go watch Richard Simmons, because that's what I felt like I was doing lastly. And before I say anything else, I want to go over the bracelets that I am wearing. I am wearing the Zalmoxis bracelet by our best buddy, Miss Artisan Loom, and the tutorial for this is on our channel. We have the blinged version and the original version. And this is the ribbon bracelet by Jordantine 1. And this is done, Amanda made this for me, and it is done in Down syndrome colors for our little boy, Adam. Well, it's not really a little boy, he's a little man. He was so funny last night. Alright, so this is our Pirouette bracelet. If you choose to make this, would you please hashtag us at Amanda, Monica, or Lumi on Instagram and tag us? We would love to see your renditions. And if you like this video, could you please give us a big thumbs up? If nothing else, you liked my Richard Simmons comments. And please subscribe to us. We love to see your comments. We love to know what's going on. We would love for you to subscribe to us on Instagram. We love seeing everyone's pictures and renditions of everything and everyone's take on it. We'd love to have our looming family. So I hope everyone chooses to make our Pirouette bracelet, and have a great weekend. Bye.